Here with head coach Bobby Barbier. The Demons getting ready to open Southland Conference play. And coach, one thing we can say about your team that we've been able to say probably the last couple of years, you guys are resilient. You looked up and you had a very short bench this past weekend. 1, 2 out of 3 had a chance, several chances to win Sunday's game and complete a sweep, but a lot of fight from a team that just didn't have a lot of depth this weekend because of injuries.
Yeah, no, we've been banged up a little bit. But I think whether it's injuries or COVID or whatever across the country, you're going to see that kind of week in and week out. We got to get past that, and we've talked about that going in as a team. It's playing with whoever's ready. Whoever's ready to play, and if you're not ready to play, then we got to get better, and get well or whatever, and get better and get ready. And I thought our team did a good job with that. I think you kind of saw it late in the game there on Sunday. I think we used all but one bench player. And it's good to get those other guys in there. It's good to. I'm a guy. I like to play multiple guys, especially early in the season. Those guys have worked hard and deserve, to get in there like everybody else is. So proud of the fight. Wish you could have finished it off, there on Sunday. But we're learning as a team. We're learning what the things it takes to win baseball games. We just didn't do enough of those things on Sunday, as simple as that. So hopefully we take Monday off to the Tuesday's kind of a self-reflection, self-scout kind of day where we get some live at-bats and kind of slowly go through some things before we start, worry about Incarnate Word on Wednesday.
Well, Jake Hazel's one of those guys you mentioned. He steps in and because of an injury, and all he does is have 4 hits and score 4 runs. He drives in the go-ahead run in the 8th inning Friday night, and he's just a guy that, I don't know if there's really a term. Basketball has gym rats. I guess he's maybe a field rat or a baseball rat.
Yeah, Jay played great. I kind of figured that's what it was going to be. It was kind of getting to be his turn to get in there anyway. The injury just made it be at shortstop, and I thought he played well over there. I think he made the one mistake, but he came back and made the next play that was hit to him. And he gets good at bats. He's not the physically most dominating figure there in the box, but he gives really good at bats. He's a switch hitter. He can move the ball. He can bunt. He can do a few things. He's a baseball player, and we've won a lot of games here with guys like him and guys that play hard and know how to play the game, and we can move him anywhere in the infield, and he can do great.
Pitching wise, another good weekend. Your starting rotation I thought was very, very good. Jonathan Harmon probably deserved better from a decision standpoint on Friday night, but he was sharp. Cal Carver, 16 scoreless to start the year, and then Levi David, you mentioned it Sunday, step by step. He's gotten better each start. So those guys give you a base, even though it's going to change up a little bit this weekend because you need 4 guys.
Yeah, they do, and they've done well. They've all 3 of them gotten better as the season goes on. That's what we have to do as a staff and as a team. Kind of developing those bullpen roles as we go. The kind of tough thing about playing the 4-game series at these midweek games, we don't have them early, where a lot of these other guys that are throwing in practice today would get chances. But it's important today, because those guys, those roles are still being developed in that bullpen. So proud of those guys. We're going to see who's going to have to kind of step up and be that 4th starter. It's going to be unlike anything we've ever done, playing these 4-game weekends. But hopefully, because of the doubleheaders early in the year, we're prepared for being out there a while. And I had confidence in quite a few guys at their last game.
Well, UIW comes in, and we don't really know a whole lot about them. They had their first weekend canceled. They then played Texas Southern, I believe, the second weekend. So they've been a little bit of not a slow start, but kind of a jagged start in terms of being able to play and not play. They're a team that the last couple of years certainly swung the bats very well. Yeah,
I think they got 4. I think they played 4 games. I think they played tonight or tomorrow before they come play us. So yeah, they've done a good job. Since they've gotten to the league and kind of got established, they've done a pretty good job recruiting. Like you said, they swung the bats well. They got a few freshmen that started that opening weekend for them that got good arms. So we'll definitely have to compete hard and do more things to win. As the stakes go up a little bit, whether it be conference play or the opponent gets a little better, any of those things. You have to make sure you take care of those things that it takes to win baseball games, or maybe not even win baseball games, but to compete well in baseball games. And we'll have to tighten it up a little bit this week, be ready to go for the weekend.
For you guys, we've obviously the biggest difference going from 3 to 4, you've got to find other pitchers to cover an extra 7 to 9 innings on a weekend. But does anything else change simply when you look at the number of games? You go from 30 conference games to 40 conference games. Whether COVID, all that, assuming it goes well between now and the end of May, but Does anything aside from simply adding pitchers and covering more innings change?
Well, I think we should be prepared for it because we preach it all the time, but really going game by game and at bat by at bat and pitch by pitch and inning by inning and all those cliche things are really important. You're going to have 3 games played within, 30 hours. And if we let the Friday night game affect the first game Saturday, whether it's good or bad, or the first game Saturday affect the second game Saturday, maybe it's the same result as the Friday night game, good or bad, then it's gonna be a world of hurt for us, because those games that if you let those things linger, my excitement from winning, my disappointment from losing, whatever it may be, that's going to show up a lot more in the end this year, because you can give 2 games away in a weekend, really easily, where before it was, you always preach Sunday games, right? Sunday game matters, doesn't matter if you win, whatever we all say. But now you got so many games in a short period of time, you really have to be able to move on from a good performance, bad performance, win or loss, and be able to take a nap or get a snack and get ready to play.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thank you.